So I asked that boy, I said, listen, he was out there a while ago. I said, are y'all dating? He had his little girl with him there, you know. I said, y'all dating or are you married? He said, well, we're dating. I said, well, son, I'm going to give you some river rat counseling here. Make sure that she can cook a meal. You need to eat some meals that she cooks. Check that out. Make sure she carries her Bible. That'll save you a lot of trouble down the road. And if she picks your ducks, now that's a woman. They got to where they're getting hard to find. Mainly because these boys are waiting till they get to be about 20 years old before they marry them. Look, you wait till they get to be 20 years old, the only picking that's going to take place is your pocket. You got to marry these girls when they're about 15 or 16, they'll pick your ducks. You need to check with mom and dad about that, of course. The reason you Georgia boys can deer hunt, duck hunt, squirrel hunt, hog hunt, that's the reason you can do it. What I'm holding in my hand right there.
Yo, what up, Nyagas? It's your boy Philosopher here once again. And oh God, we have another George Zimmerman. We have another OJ, another person that a lot of people don't like, and anything he does or say is going to be in the news if it seems a little bit bad. We have another one. We have another one. Wow. Anyway. Now, I don't know much about what the Bible says about like age difference. I just know it speaks about don't marry basically an older person just for money and don't marry a younger person just for lust. But my opinion on his comments were, I don't really know. I don't have that strong of an opinion. But he needs to understand that he's in America. And there's certain laws with these ages. So, first of all, anyone want to marry someone who's younger than them, you should check with the laws in your state. You know, check what the age of consent is in your state before you even consider that. That's one. Everyone should respect the law of the state they're in. If you don't like it, leave the state or complain. That's all you can do. Number two is about like when a woman is ready or a girl is ready to be married. You know, that's a tough one because, like, how do I put it? Like 15 is too young, to my opinion. But how do I know a 15-year-old isn't mature enough to do it? Like, that's just my opinion for marriage. 15 is young. Now, I'm not going to just come out and attack him like everyone else. I'm not on that he's a monster, he's a hillbilly shit. I'm not going to attack him. I'm not trying to say he's a pervert. I mean, because 15 isn't that age in which, like, a woman isn't sexually mature. I mean, I'm pretty sure the vast majority of 15-year-olds get their period, which is basically nature's way of saying they're ready to have children. But in today's world, even though you're 15 and you're capable of having children, mentally, on average, 15-year-olds aren't ready up here. They may be ready down there, yes, but they're not ready up here. So when you want to marry somebody, they have to be ready up here too. And is 15 years old usually the time where they're ready for it? I don't know. No, I don't know. There were times in history, of course, in which, you know, being 15, it was normal to get married and have a baby. But we're talking about this day and age. This day and age, you know. Teenagers, children, they have a lot to learn. They have a lot of schooling to do. They have a lot of education to get into their minds before they take that next step and be considered an adult. So I think a part of it is also not just about the whole sex thing, but just the whole mentally ready for it thing, you know. And I love the fact that he said, make sure you have their parents' permission. That's the reason, to me, he's not a monster for saying this. He's not a monster for saying this, in my opinion. He's not. Now, would I marry a 15-year-old? Absolutely the fuck not. Especially because of the laws. Now, let's say I was in a place where I was able to marry a 15-year-old. I just can't do it because 15, that's like, what would you be? You're 15 years old, what school would you be in? What class would you be in America? Like, you'll be a 10th grader. Like a 10th or 9th grader. You know, come on, a freshman in high school? No, man, no. It's just not me. You know what I'm saying? So, 16, there's places in America which 16 is the age of consent. And you can be with a 16-year-old as an adult. In my opinion, it should be raised. But at the same time, I'm not coming at this guy like he's a monster. That's all I'm really saying. It's just a bunch of people trying to make him look bad. They're just trying to make him look bad because of the anti-gay comments he made that were based on the Bible. It's based on the Bible. There's so many more people complaining about him, and they're not complaining about the Bible, which doesn't make sense to me. If you're going to attack the person preaching the Bible, attack where he gets the source. Attack both of them. But none of those people come out and say, hey, we should stop teaching this in America. It's teaching division. No, just this guy who's saying what he's taught. This guy is bad. This guy is bad. Fuck out of here. And that's really it. Don't feed into this stuff too much, people, please, because it's just people trying to make people look bad who they don't like anymore. They're just attacking him so much for anything. Let him say shit or something. It'll be in the news tomorrow. They're just riding his balls hardcore, and I feel sorry for him because they keep riding his balls. And people are different, man. He's not saying go out and fuck 15, 16-year-olds. He's saying go out and marry a girl while they're young, while they're still, make sure they can cook, make sure they're young, and make sure you get their parents' permission. That's what he was saying. So, I think that's all I have to say about this. I wouldn't mind marrying a young girl. I wouldn't mind it. I don't mean 15 young. I mean I don't know, 19 is that age for me. 19 is that age in which I feel like a girl is physically and mentally ready. At 19 on average. That's the age where I don't feel guilty at all. 18 is I'm borderlining it. It's kind of weird. But 19 is that age where I don't give a fuck anymore. She's a teenager, but she's legal in all states in America. So it's really up to you, I mean, I think the lowest this law goes is 16 in America with age of consent. In Russia, it's 16, but a few years ago it was 14. You can check this on Wikipedia, check it on Google. It was 14, the age of consent, and all of Russia was 14. And that seems pretty low, but that's what I'm just saying. People are different. They have different mentalities on this. And there's places in America where it's, not in America, in the world where it's 9 years old, which just goes to being crazy talk, because I don't even have to explain it. But that's really it, man. Just I don't think he's a monster. I'm not saying he's right, and I'm not saying he's wrong. It's kind of weird to me. It's not really my thing, 15-year-old. But hey, if the parents give the permission, if something bad happens, the parents should be in trouble, because he did say get the parents' permission. And then the biggest part about this is you don't know how old the boy was he was talking to. Okay, if a 17-year-old boy marries a 15-year-old girl, what's the problem? We don't know how old the person was. Maybe you know, but I don't know. They didn't say it in the video. So if he's talking to a 17-year-old to marry a 15-year-old, so fucking what? What are you complaining about? They're both basically they're so close in age. Why does it matter? An 18-year-old marrying a 16-year-old? Really? Is that big of a deal? But maybe you're talking to a 45-year-old who's going to marry a 15-year-old. So you know what I'm trying to say. That's really it, people. You can tell on this one, I don't really have a strong opinion on this one. So you can let me know your thoughts, because I'm not really for him or against him. I'm just kind of later.